with a poster when he was a kid. His heart said collect them, so that's what he did. Collecting relics and what's hard to find, a passion for movies that consumed his mind. Spirits and mixers in equal measure. Sit down and have a highball with an eyeball and join the monster as he shares his treasures. Anything spooky that gives you a fright. Groovy ghoulies that go bump in the night. Lightning strikes from heaven above. It's Monster a Go-Go. He's the monster that we
Hello, kiddies. Welcome back to the Shock-O-Rama Poster Show. Today, we are going to explore the posters of the Blood Island series. Rodrigo has made a special cocktail for me. I think he said it was called Bobby or something. I don't recall. Or maybe it was called Cindy. Oh well. It's yummy, all right. And it's still warm.
You are most welcome to watch the show, but I don't want to see anything. I don't want to hear anything. And I certainly don't want to smell anything. So please keep your comments and your personal odors to yourself. Cheers!
Welcome back, kiddies. Here we are in Monster a Go-Go's gruesome grotto. It's my home tiki bar tucked away somewhere in the castle. I don't know. It's down a few flights of stairs and to the right and... well, whatever. You're not coming over. I'm not inviting you. Anyway, we're going to start with the Blood Island movies. This is the first one, although most people don't realize it. It's called Terror is a Man. Terror is a Man debuted in 1959. The only connection to Blood Island is at the very beginning there's a map and it says Isle de Sangre, which is Blood Island in Spanish. So that's it. That's the only connection to Blood Island, but I'll explain how this became part of the series later. This poster is interesting, as is the movie. The movie, it's actually pretty watchable, but not something you'd want to watch a million times. This is so different. A bell system has been installed for the squeamish and faint-hearted. When the bell rings, we suggest you close your eyes. It'll ring again when it's safe to open them. The bell ringing gimmick. When that rings, it sounds like an old-fashioned telephone. And you're going, what? Why is there a phone ringing? But before you can even react to it, they're slicing into a character. And it's really quick, and then the phone rings again, and then that's it. And you're going, oh, that was the whole close your eyes if you're squeamish thing. The slicing of the body part, they actually used a shaved pig to do that with. They didn't have the technology to deal with latex and everything that they do today. So they kind of faked it with a pig. Anyway, that's the whole squeamish thing, and that's probably the most exciting part of the poster. Anyway, this is 1959, and it was just a standalone movie. They sent it out. It did whatever it did. Wasn't a huge hit, but it's watchable, like I said.
Since I'm drinking, you might as well imbibe yourself. Here is a simple grog recipe. 0.75 ounces of lime, 0.75 ounces of demerara syrup. That's DEMERRA syrup. And 3 ounces of rum. So uncultured, God, I need a drink. Cheers!
Brides of Blood came along in 1968. It's my favorite of the Blood Island series, and it's the real beginning of the series. John Ashley stars in it, if you know him from the Beach Party series from American International Pictures with Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. He was in maybe roughly half of those. It also stars a woman who's not on the poster, but this is her. Her name is Beverly Hills. Or I should say Beverly and her Hills. This movie is totally gonzo wacko. You have a monster, and I can't even describe this movie to you. Women are sacrificed to him nightly, and he tears them apart as he's doing here, and has his sexual relations with them, and okay, that's crazy enough. But then there's this forest of these trees that will grab you and try to get you as well. It's like, what? I think they even have it on here. Yes, see the trees that eat human flesh. See the incredible creature. See butterfly that attacks man. See the pagan rites. See Carla, the girl who would love anyone. That's Carla. See beautiful girls sacrificed to the thing in blood-curdling color. It's just the most crazy gonzo movie. And it was such a success for Hemisphere Pictures that it led to a sequel. And hang on, we'll get to that momentarily. When this movie came out, there was a gimmick. And you can find the trailer on YouTube if you choose to. But when this movie came out, girls were given engagement rings so they could be a bride of blood themselves. Isn't that romantic?
Poodles, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Or don't. Either way, it's no skin off of my luau. I will continue to hoo-la-la with or without you. Cheers!
Our next poster is for Mad Doctor of Blood Island. It's co-billed with Blood Demon. Blood Demon, you'll see it stars Christopher Lee. Blood Demon is actually a retitle of The Torture Chamber of Dr. Sadism, which you probably already know. But Mad Doctor of Blood Island, that's the one we're focusing on. This, again, stars John Ashley, but John Ashley is playing a completely different character this time. This one also co-stars Angelique Pettyjohn, who you may remember from an episode of Star Trek. She wears like a silver bikini thing and has this weird fighting stick with a knife on one side and these hooks on the other side. That's probably her claim to fame. Anyway, Mad Doctor of Blood Island is my least favorite of the series. Why? Because every time the monster is near, doesn't even have to be shown, but every time the monster is near, the camera does this weird effect like this. It's awful. It's so awful. Anyway, but the film was a huge success once again, and it led to another movie. When this film came out, theater goers were given a little vial of green blood to drink. This green liquid was actually sort of a gelatin thing. Sam Sherman, the distributor for the film, said he later tried one of those green things and he got sick to his stomach. But apparently lots of people imbibed on the green liquid, and good luck to them.
What? You're still here? God. Well, you are showing impeccable taste at least. Cheers!
The next poster, kiddies, is for Blood Creature. This is probably the hardest poster to find, even though it's the least attractive. Blood Creature. You might notice there's a warning bell system. It's been installed for public protection. My gosh, what could that be? What does that sound like, too? Remember Terror is a Man? Blood Creature is Terror is a Man, the black and white first one from 1959. What happened was Sam Sherman, the distributor, said, hey, you guys have a little franchise going on here. And while they were waiting for the next Blood Island movie, they thought they would still keep the audience going with another Blood Island movie they hadn't seen yet. Terror is a Man, but they rechristened it Blood Creature to keep the tie-in of the blood going on. But we dare you to see it. It'll scare the yell out of you. Bring your own tranquilizer. Anyway, this is the creature. Basically, as I said, I think already, it's a low-budget retelling of H.G. Wells' Island of Dr. Moreau. But instead of a lot of animal people, there's one. This is him. But it's, like I said, it's a pretty watchable movie. It's not great. Watch it once. That's fine. And the only tie-in with the Blood Island movies is that it takes place on the Isla de Sangue, if you remember. Anyway, this is it. Blood Creature.
What? Stop staring. It's impolite. And close your mouth. Are you trying to attract flies?
I guess your parents weren't educators at a charm school. That much is evident. Cheers!
Here we're back with the next entry in 1970, Beast of Blood. Beast of Blood starred John Ashley. Again, he's playing the same character he was in part 2, not the character from part 1. His co-star this time is Celeste Yarnell, who is best remembered from an episode of Star Trek. The co-feature, Curse of the Vampires, is another Filipino horror movie, but it was called originally Blood of the Vampires.
The movie is best known for when the headless creature puts its head on.
It's only briefly, it's not nearly as it is depicted here, but it's still an interesting effect. It's towards the end of the movie. This movie's okay. It follows directly from Mad Doctor of Blood Island without that stupid in-your-face special effect with the camera. And it was another big hit. Yay.
You know, small sacrifices are very noble. There's a volcano over there. The gods would love to meet someone as noble as you. Cheers.
Darn. Oh well, hopefully Rodrigo has another cocktail waiting for me upstairs. Let's get on to this poster. Brain of Blood. Now you're thinking, oh, another Blood Island movie. No. Beast of Blood was the last in the series. But the distributor, Hemisphere Pictures, wanted to keep the Blood thing going. What happened was the producer, Eddie Romero, and the star, John Ashley, decided to team up together and make their own films. They did things like Beast of the Yellow Night or The Twilight People, and they gave them to another distribution company. So that left Hemisphere high and dry. Hemisphere Pictures wanted to keep the whole Blood thing going since they had a built-in audience already. They wanted the Blood thing to continue, so they had Al Adamson create Brain of Blood. It has nothing to do with the Blood Island series. It doesn't even have that Filipino vibe that the other ones had because they were filmed in the Philippines. Instead, you have this really bad movie, filmed here in America, obviously. There is an attempt to make it seem like somebody is coming from another place. There's a still image of the Taj Mahal with people in it. It's just a still image, though. The people aren't moving. That's at the very beginning when they're showing an establishing shot. It's really odd because the Taj Mahal, everybody knows, is in India. It's not in this other country or island they're saying it's from. Really odd. But what can you do? It's a low-budget movie. Anyway, Brain of Blood, awful movie. A blood-dripping brain transplant turns a maniac into a monster. Don't waste your time. The second feature, Vampire People, is a Filipino horror film. It's the 1964 movie Blood Drinkers. It says it's in color, but it's not really in color. What they've done is had a black and white movie and they put color filters in front of it. So you have blue scenes and green scenes and red scenes. So technically it's in color, but it's not in color like you're thinking. Anyway, this film ended up being considered as part of the Blood Island Vacation Pack. They skipped Terror is a Man altogether. This is the old DVD set from, who put this out? From Image Entertainment. And here it is, Brain of Blood, as part of the Blood collection. Because, as I said, Hemisphere Pictures really wanted to keep the Blood thing going. They also had Blood of Ghastly Horror to use and Invasion of the Blood Monsters to try to keep the thing going, but none of them were obviously the same Blood Island films. None of them had that Filipino aesthetic, and the Blood Island series eventually died, except for, I'll just wait.
You there! There is no singing of the tiki room song allowed. It's terribly annoying, and it's copyrighted. Please don't get me in trouble.
Rodrigo! I need another drink! Rodrigo! Hopefully he comes through. I'm back to this poster. No, we're not talking about Beast of Blood again, except we are. Filmmaker Brian Usna, who is best known for the Reanimator sequels, Return of the Living Dead 3, Society. If you know those films, you know Brian Usna's work. Anyway, he is originally from the Philippines. That's where he was born. He developed an interest in the Blood Island films, and he was hoping to make a sequel or a remake of the Blood Island things just before COVID hit. In fact, he started a Kickstarter right about that time and kind of get the ball rolling to drum up interest. This particular Kickstarter, they were trying to get a comic book made. Of course, I participated, and I got that first comic book, which I have framed here. In addition to the comic book, if you pledged a certain amount of money or just wanted to outright buy something, you could get other things. They had several variations of this Beast of Blood mug with the exciting feature that the head comes off. And they also had like assorted barware, like here I have a Mad Doctor of Blood Island coaster. I have a Beast of Blood swizzle stick, which is cleverly designed to look like a spinal column. I also have a fabulous Beast of Blood parasol umbrella for my cocktails. Fabulous. So that was the first one. That was just before COVID. The movie never came about, nor did a reboot, but the comic book series kind of was like, where's number 2? Where's issue 2? So a few years ago, they had another Kickstarter campaign. And with it, I got comic book number 2, nicely framed, hanging on my wall in my tiki bar. But they also had other premiums, which I couldn't let go. For example, I got myself a Beast of Blood head. Well, actually, it's a mask. And they also had the exciting Tales of Blood Island board game, which I've never played. It's still safely sealed in its box. Anyway, there is a third Kickstarter starting supposedly in July 2026. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what they're offering, but issues 3 and 4 of the comic book are supposed to be offered, as well as other fabulous premiums. I have no association with it whatsoever. I just wanted to let you know because I'm going to be participating, and I thought you might enjoy it as well if you enjoy the Blood Island movies like I do. Okay, that's it for today, kiddies. Go home. Bye-bye.
Anything spooky that gives you a fright. Groovy ghoulies that go bump in the night. Lightning strikes from heaven above. It's Monster A-Go-Go. He's the monster that we love.
Okay, kiddies, it's time to leave. I mean, really, you must have your own home tiki bar to hang out in. Cheers!